Yo, welcome back. Truth on Trial, episode 3. We're going to get it started pretty quick today. We have 3 segments, pretty simple. We've got hot takes, we have common lies, and then we've got at the end, would you rather. So the would you rather one's a new segment for you guys today.
Hopefully that one's going to be pretty fun.
We didn't set too many boundaries for that one.
Yeah.
So it's kind of going to be, I know for me, I have one, well,
we'll wait to say it. Let's jump already into our first one. You think?
Yeah, so you think. So we're spitting off our hot takes.
Yeah, I started last time, so we'll let Jude start with his first hot take.
Cool.
And then we'll just alternate. We don't know what each other wrote down, so we're about to see.
All right, let's get this started.
What is yours?
So my first hot take, pretty simple. This one's kind of relevant. I just see it often. Apologizing isn't difficult. All right, people talk about how hard apologizing is. And I understand I've faced difficult apologies, but I think it's overrated to say that apologizing is difficult. Humble yourself. I know it's not always easy. It's something that you can work on. It can be harder for some people than others, of course.
Yeah. Depends.
Humble yourself. Then say you're sorry. Also, when you say you're sorry for something, obviously, if you truly believe it, you should feel convicted by the Holy Spirit as a Christian.
Yeah.
Then, or if you're proven wrong, it can be a means that God convicts you. Then admit why you're wrong. Don't just say, "Okay, sorry." Be more genuine than that. Hey, I'm sorry. You said this. I said this, and I was wrong. Something Isaac has to do. No, I'm kidding.
I think that saying I'm wrong, you're right, is a lot different than saying you're sorry. I would agree with your hot take that saying sorry isn't that hard. It depends what you're saying sorry for, obviously. If you're apologizing for murdering someone's cousin, that's gonna be it shouldn't be hard to say sorry, but it's
actually it should almost be easier.
It should be easier, yeah. But the thing is,
difficult circumstance.
Yeah, there's ways that it could be hard. But yeah, I would say saying you were right, I was wrong is harder to say. I would say.
Sure, but that also I think.
I'm saying that's also easy.
I think no. My point is I think a part of apologizing is saying you were right and I was wrong. I think that's almost necessary to consider it a true or successful apology. Because if I go and I say, "Hey, sorry," was that a successful apology? Especially if it was a long, hard, difficult thing. Like you're in an argument with your spouse all day, and I've had to do this. Obviously, I'm married. Go to my wife after, and I realized, hey, I was way too harsh. I was rude. Why was I acting like that? I was just being a total bum. Mm-hmm. And I go to her and I say, "Hey, sorry about earlier."
Yeah.
It's like, what? Okay. Can you give a little bit more? It's okay, I'm sorry about earlier. I was doing this. And I really shouldn't have. That wasn't me being a godly man. I hope you can forgive me. She says yes. My wife's wonderful. Yeah. And then guess what? That's how you forget about it. Because otherwise you're thinking about all of it. That's how we'll go and play a board game the next day.
Yeah, it's very simple and people overthink it. I think a lot of it is it's kind of it's almost like discipline. Some people don't want to do something because it's if someone's afraid of working out or they don't have that courage to take that first step and start working out. Similar kind of deal.
I agree.
It's more simple. It's kind of stop smoking. It's you can do it, you just don't want to.
Sure.
You just it feels hard, but it's pretty simple. Obviously, if you're deep into addiction, that's a different story. It's a little harder, but still, it's a very simple. It's easier than we think. I would agree with that for sure.
One more thing too is if you're, we all know people, and we've done this ourselves, where we said, especially when we're young kids, I think we face this more just because of our immaturity. But when you say you're sorry and then you do it again and then you're sorry and you do it again, are those genuine apologies? I don't think so. I think maybe occasionally, but I think most of the time you're just trying to get them out of the way, get them off your back so you can do it again.
If you're sorry, you're gonna stop.
Yeah, exactly. So if we went to our parents though, and we were truly sorry, it would probably sound something more like, I'm really sorry, Dad. I didn't mean to do this and disobey you. Not when you're 5, obviously. We don't expect you to have that. But, as you get older, you kind of expect that. That's what I'd be expecting from my boys as I grow older, to be able to tell me, hey, Dad, sorry for disrespecting you. I was wrong this way.
It is, you can't, thing is, it depends, like, it's a little weird to apologize on someone else's behalf. But if you were, and if someone were to do it again, let's say, like, your child is acting up, it's partly your fault, but at the end of the day, it's not, right? You apologize to another family, like, I'm sorry, my son acted up at the, the meetup or whatever. It is a little, like, you could be genuine then, and it still happened again and again, if it's, apologizing on someone else's behalf.
Yeah, so, but like, what are you apologizing for? Because I think you're apologizing for, like, maybe your failure in the area to teach your kid better behavior or better manners. Like, that's also, I think that's a difficult apology to make. You have to say, hey, sorry. Like, if your kid's just acting a fool and you're going, you're at a buddy's house and he goes and he draws on the walls, right? You say, maybe not they're 1, but if they're like 3 or 4 years old, you say, very sorry, man. Like, I apologize, on their behalf, but also I didn't teach my kid better, and now because of that,
it's a little bit of
crayon over the walls.
It wouldn't make sense if you just purely on someone else's behalf. You wouldn't apologize if it's not your fault, unless it's like you're just like sorry for someone instead of sorry for, or like the wrong. You're wrong. You're right. I'm wrong. That's like when you apologize for something you've done that was wrong, versus like. I mean, I guess like you said, you can parent someone wrong. Like how when someone dies, people say, I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, it's more.
It's not like it's your fault. That's kind of a different kind of sorry.
Right, or I'm sorry that you're feeling bad. I say that to my wife all the time, and she's like, thanks for saying sorry as a joke. Yeah. Because obviously I didn't do anything wrong, because she's not feeling well, because she's pregnant.
That kind of sorry is just like. It's very easy to do because it's not like you're responsible.
Well, you could say I feel sorry, because you can feel sorry for someone. So you can feel sorry for the way that somebody's feeling. Yeah. But there's also like we're probably spending too much time on
this is not even like a hot take.
No, I don't know, because there's also like you're a real sorry guy, or you're a sorry, like what a sorry guy.
You can use it in the hot.
It kind of like a rude way. I don't even know how to.
That's like an insult.
We can move on.
Yeah, we can move on. We did take a little bit on that. I mean, you better be sorry that you took that much time on the podcast.
You're sorry. I was wrong.
You're wrong.
You were right.
Okay. See, it's easier than you think.
Not that hard.
You proved this point. Okay. My hot take. It's not that hot. It just depends who you're talking to. Abortion in the U.S. alone does not compare to the Holocaust. For someone who obviously sees abortion how it is. Well, I'm saying in death count and how immoral it was. I'm
saying, like, which one is worse? Are you saying like the Holocaust is worse?
No, of course. I'm saying abortion you can't compare to the Holocaust because it's on a different level of immoral and
abortion, a higher level.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know which one you were putting above the other. You didn't clarify that.
That's the hot take. That you shouldn't even have to compare them. You could obviously
Because
look, let me just go over some statistics.
I agree with
More than, and I said in the U.S. alone. If we're talking abortion throughout the whole world, that's another level.
I'd say almost yearly.
Yeah.
Almost annually.
Yeah.
Millions of babies.
It's actually 1 million. In the U.S., it's been 1 million a year for the past 50 years. About, obviously not exactly, but that means
the longest lasting Holocaust.
Yeah, it literally is. And if we're going to teach our kids, the Holocaust was a terrible, which it was. I'm not trying to, say it wasn't. But like 6 million Jews died in the Holocaust. 63 million legal abortions happened in the U.S. That's over, 10 times the amount of humans dead.
Right, and 6 million actually died.
It shows how hypocritical the U.S. is.
Right.
It also shows how even a great, country in its origin can still fall into sin, still, become.
So like, why is
the
Holocaust blasted in our face so much? Well, I think it could be a couple of things. One, I think obviously it's propaganda. Not that the Holocaust wasn't wrong. I'm not a Holocaust denier, obviously. I do think the numbers are exaggerated, personally.
A little
bit. I think we disagree on that a little bit. But so I think it's forced in our face, one, to feel bad for the Jews, so that they can get away with a lot of evil stuff that's happening right now.
Yeah.
Another reason, I do think it's a clear mask of abortion. Because you think of the absolute worst evil in history, the first thing that comes to your mind because of what the propaganda is Hitler.
Yeah.
Hitler is the devil.
Yeah.
Hitler's the devil. Hitler's not the devil. Stalin was also evil.
Yeah,
Churchill was also
they
evil.
teach that as well.
Yes, but there's something special apparently about Hitler that was so incredibly evil. He was an evil guy, of course, we know that. He couldn't be a Christian. He wasn't a Christian.
The people that served Hitler and that the soldiers that were loyal to him were also at fault. They were also evil people. They fell under the pressure. They subject to indoctrination, but a lot of it was fear. Obviously,
of course,
Hitler was a dictator. Obviously, he got control of the people through many deceitful ways and obviously fear tactics. But they're still at fault. Even if if you had a machine gun and Hitler or anyone told you to shoot all these kids or else you're gonna die and you're just gonna get someone else to do it, would you do it? And if you're a wuss, you're gonna do it.
Pretty simply.
Yeah.
But that doesn't excuse anything.
Yeah. If you're gonna be a real man, if you're gonna be a moral person, you're not gonna do it. You rather die and
You die for righteousness.
Yeah, die for righteousness.
Yeah.
Of course.
But one point as well, like that, I think that's a clear mask of the horrible Holocaust that we're facing right now, and that we've been facing for the past 50 years, which is abortion.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're pushing these other evils in our face as the worst thing that's happened in the world, when really abortion has far surpassed that, and it statistically surpassed that within 6 years of when it started. And it's been going on for 44 years since.
Yeah, like 50 years,
if it's 50 years, that's absurd.
Yeah.
We've lost, what was it? Wasn't a third of Gen X or Z? A third of our generation was wiped out because of abortion.
Yeah. All those,
I'm not good with my generations. I don't know. Are we Generation Z?
We're Z, yeah. Generation Z. We're the Zoomers.
Zoomers. Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it stands for.
Zoom.
Yeah.
Really?
But yeah, it's like, how are we gonna call out, like in school, and how are we gonna teach the Holocaust was terrible? I mean, we should, but we're ignoring the elephant in the room, abortion.
Yeah.
Very, very obvious that. I mean, there's no difference in value between human fetus and a human baby born. I mean, they're both babies. They're both human. They have DNA.
They're both created in the image of God.
Yeah, they're both created in the image of God. There's nothing different about them that degrades the value of a human being.
Of course. John in the womb, God knits us together in our womb. He knew us before we were on this earth.
Yeah.
And so it's.
And the fact that people don't see that is, very
dog.
terrible. Yeah.
That's fine.
So
I think we'll wrap it up.
I think we can wrap that up, and you can go next to.
I have one more hot take, and he has one more, and then we do have a bonus from our producer in the back. We don't know what that one is, so. This we shouldn't take that long on, but generalizing is okay. One thing that I get so angry, and maybe I shouldn't get so angry, but I get dumbfounded. How many people hate the idea of generalizing? Why can't we generalize? So what turns so evil with generalizing? Why can't I say that in general this is the case, but obviously there are exceptions? I'm just generalizing.
Yeah.
Why can't I say that? So can I say that can I say that people in prison are criminals? Understanding that there are crazy exceptions where where people were misconvicted, wrongly convicted. Yeah. So there are people in prison who aren't criminals.
Yeah, it is.
And that's an extreme example, I know, but there are lesser examples.
It's generalization. So if you're not obviously talking about everyone's guaranteed to be that, obviously there's exceptions.
Right. That's
so
literally nothing in the definition.
There's nothing wrong. Yeah, it's literally in the.
And you don't have to clarify. And I clarify it because people get angry, but I don't have to say that I understand there are exceptions, because that's in the definition of generalizing.
Yeah.
because in general. So stop acting like generalizing is the worst thing ever. It's not. It's actually an okay thing to do,
Yeah.
and a necessary thing to do in
Yeah.
some circumstances. So yeah, in general,
I obviously agree.
yeah. In general, I agree. Generally.
And generally.
An exception.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah,
but furthermore,
pretty simply.
it's a pretty simple thing that most people just don't
Stop
think
being
about.
stupid. It's very, very gay to say you can't generalize. So there you go. Go on.
Okay. All right. My last hot take. We did spend a lot on the first two, so I'll just be a little more quick about this one. It's anyone could become a millionaire, but I want to specifically say in the U.S. because obviously.
Okay, so this is more political or economic.
This is more economic. Yeah, anyone can be a millionaire in the U.S. Is what I'm saying. Obviously, well.
Are you saying okay? Not anyone as in all, but anyone as like, obviously. Well, all people could be millionaires, but that inflation would be nuts. Obviously, like there have to be people with less for there to be people with more.
Yeah.
Unless you're living in a socialist.
Yeah. Unless But the thing is, what I'm saying by this, I mean obviously that anyone with the resources, obviously there's going to be that one person. I kind of want to say generally, but
go ahead.
I think
we're allowed to generalize.
We're allowed to generalize. Okay, generally anyone can become a millionaire in the U.S.
Okay.
I'll say that because there is like a crazy exception, like if you don't have your security card, if you're like 50 years old, disabled, and you have no family, no friends, you live in the desert, or like let's say Nevada where there's nothing for you in the U.S. Then it's like okay, you can't become a millionaire. But currently, right now, like there's a lot of opportunity.
Even then, I would say you can work to get to areas where there's more opportunity.
I agree, but yeah,
like becoming a millionaire is not my number one goal. But if it was, I wouldn't have gotten married. I would have, but so I think there can't. So I agree, anyone can become a millionaire. Now, how young you're going to become a millionaire? Like I'm technically, I'm playing with the Roth IRA and my wife have, and the 401k. By the time I'm 65 or whatever, I'm planning to work a normal work life, unless watch the Olympics. Window washing.
Yeah.
But,
and I'll say I talked to my friend.
I'm planning to become I'm on track to become a millionaire. Technically.
Okay. By next year.
Slight flex.
We'll make it 20K next month.
That's basic investing though.
We got to make 20K the next month.
20K the next month. Nice.
But I actually, my friend disagrees with me on this. My best friend. I talked to him like a couple times about this.
Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson. He does disagree. I mean, there is those exceptions. It comes down to how hard you want it. Obviously, for some people, you'd have to make it like a complete idol. You'd have to, like you said, you wouldn't get married.
Some circumstances.
Yeah. So, not that it's the best thing to become a millionaire. Obviously, don't chase richness.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, don't settle for living paycheck to paycheck. Even as a Christian, like, not don't settle as in, again, make it your number one priority. Your number one priority should still be your wife and your kids. But at the same time, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, there's almost a sense where you got to keep climbing. You got to keep pushing harder and harder, and it may take a while. It's not wrong of you to not make a lot of money, but it is wrong of you to be stagnant and to not be looking to give your family constantly a better life. Now, at the same time, like, what's a better life? What's the
depends.
It depends in different areas.
Yeah.
But like, if your family is living in like a dangerous neighborhood, kind of a beat down house, there's nothing absolutely wrong with that, no matter what. But be trying to put your family in a better position.
Being content is more important.
Right. You can be content and try to get more. That is possible.
Yeah. I mean, I will say back to like the actual statement itself. 80, I think it's 80-something% of millionaires are self-made, and if you
100% of them are rotten now.
100% of them.
I don't believe that.
But yeah, there's just work you can do. There's opportunities, especially in America. Like we made how much did we make? And doing door-to-door window washing, cleaning. sales.
I think we were averaging. Oh, like how much did you make sales? So the company was averaging like 13,000 a month.
Yeah, 13. I mean, that would be. Let's do quick math. That would be over 6 figures. Would it not?
So for the company, so not
For the
me.
company, yeah, of course.
But that's where like if I expanded that and I had 3 technicians and 3 sales.
Yeah. In capitalism, you can start your own business. It takes a lot more to do that, and especially if you're like completely, like I said, you have no social security card. That was my friend's argument. He even found it hard for him to get a job because he didn't have his birth certificate. He lost it and his social security. So it was a little hard for him to get a job, especially because he's only a teenager. But I think if you work hard enough, there's you could do anything. You could literally get people's mails for $1 a week or something. Like you just take their mail and put it in their house or something silly like that. I think simple stuff like that. You can always make money in the U.S., especially when people aren't working.
Yeah.
When there's like you said, there's always going to be an imbalance in a wealth. What is it called? I forgot. It's not disparity. Whatever it's called. But there's always going to be a difference in wealth in everyone. In America currently, if you try hard enough, I think you can make it out good. Maybe
at
not.
some point we'll have to talk about
maybe not
ethical billionaires. At some point we'll have to discuss that.
Yeah.
Because that's something I think we both share an opinion on that I think is kind of a hot opinion. Well,
let's just go ahead. Yeah, we'll wrap up the first segment.
One more hot, and we'll try to be quick on this one. We have one more hot take from our producer Silas, so we don't know what it is yet. If you want to go ahead and spit it out.
Jesus celebrated Hanukkah, John 10, and Feast of Dedication.
So it was Jesus celebrated Hanukkah, John 10. What are you referring to? Pull up the scripture you're saying?
Let's take a look here. I believe
you can pull it up.
I believe you did
because I already have something else pulled up for later. So John 10:10. What was it?
John 10.
Just John 10, the chapter 10. Okay. Can you pull it up?
I haven't pulled up. Where at?
Jamie, pull it up.
Not for the gospel, John?
How long does it take you to pull it up, bro?
I haven't pulled it up. I'm trying to figure out where he's talking about.
Let me see it then.
John chapter 10. I would probably.
What verse? What verse?
I believe he probably did celebrate Hanukkah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, and Paul even,
Yeah,
Paul the apostle celebrated. He was circumcised. He made sure to follow the Jewish law.
Yeah.
Because they were ethnically Jews. So I mean, that's not crazy hot take. I don't know. I mean, it's just a simple fact. But
yeah,
I don't know where he was going with that, but.
I think he's trying to argue that Christians should celebrate Hanukkah. And obviously, I do disagree with that, but that's a discussion for another day.
Okay.
Good job, Silas. I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
where though. I am curious. What Yeah.
Where, John?
Okay, here you go. So
you found it?
Yeah, it was now winter, and Jesus was in Jerusalem at the time of Hanukkah, the festival of dedication. He was in the temple walking through the section known as Solomon's Colonnade. The people surrounded him and asked, "How long are you going to keep us in suspense? If you are the Messiah, tell us plainly." Jesus replied, "I have already told you, and you don't believe me."
Yeah.
Wow, that's so simple.
Yeah. Well, Christianity is fulfilled Judaism.
The proof is the work I do in my Father's name, but you don't believe me because you're not my sheep. So he goes on. Celebrate. He was at the time of Hanukkah. I didn't necessarily say he celebrated, but I also wouldn't be surprised. I don't think there was anything wrong with him celebrating at the time. Can
Christians celebrate
Hanukkah? They shouldn't. No.
They shouldn't. Okay.
No, you should. You says right now. Well, no, that's a whole. That's
a
whole discussion.
Even some of the Jewish law has been, like the ceremonial laws. Jesus, obviously. He fulfilled. He fulfilled the Jewish law. He fulfilled the Jewish religion. Obviously, Christianity is Judaism fulfilled. The Messiah came. Jews nowadays, they reject the Messiah. So
right. So the Bible tells us clearly in the New Testament what is a true Jew.
Yeah.
A true Jew is not one who is born of Jewish parents, but one who is. I think the exact wording, at least I think I have the NKJV on there, who is. Has a heart that is right with God.
Yeah.
They are true Jews.
And I even have a note, back then, it's Galatians 6:16. says, "May God's peace and mercy be upon all who live by this principle." Obviously, you'd have to read in the context yourself. Galatians 6, you can go check it. These are the new people of God, and in certain translations it says the Israel of God. And it's talking about Christians, and it's talking about how Christians are, now God's people, and that.
Well, because the Jews are Israel, and so what is a true Jew? A true Jew is a Christian, clearly stated in Romans 2:10, I believe. No, 2:22. 10, either 2:22 or 10:22.
Yeah.
And so if we are Israel, then we are God's chosen people at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty great.
Okay.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Now, next to our next
segment.
segment.
On to our next segment. Yeah. Finally, we took
Common
a long
lies.
time on that.
That was the longest probably segment.
It's okay though. It's okay. We'll probably tone down at some point. We'll kind of have a pretty strict time that we're looking to aim for.
Currently we're
just kind of working through the works. So
trying to keep it brief and
Yeah. We're going to common lies next.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
I would say you can go ahead and go first.
Cool. I can
Just go ahead and start us off again.
So this one's pretty simple. I think this is actually going to be a shorter segment, shorter than the last.
Yeah.
I think this one's pretty simple.
These are easy to dissolve and easy to deconstruct.
So common lies, if you missed it before, we're going to be breaking down common phrases or sayings to see if there's really any truth behind them. The one that I picked is "speak your truth." Kind of funny. So pretty simply, whoever's telling you to speak the truth is asking you to lie. We know as Christians that the truth is objective. Simply enough, if I ask you why rape is wrong, understanding that rape is wrong, and you say because you're doing something to another person, they don't consent, you're violating them, whatever, I say, so what? You're going to go on and on. I'm going to say, so what? You have no basis for it.
Yeah.
Where you get that, eventually you're just going to say because we collectively agreed. Okay, so then truth would be subjective. Because if another culture agreed that it's okay, then it would be okay. No, so we have the basis of our truth. John 14:6 says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. That is Jesus talking. John 17:7 says, your word is truth. Pretty simple, and it's not talking to us, by the way. That is talking to God.
Yeah.
Your word is the truth to God. God's word is the truth.
Yeah. And the statement, "the truth is up to you" or whatever, it's a self-refuting statement. If you were to say truth is subjective, that's ultimately what it's saying. Speak your truth, as in anything could be true for you. But thing is, it's self-contradictory, because is that true? Is that statement objectively true? It's self-contradicting to believe truth is subjective. Simple as that.
Yeah.
I've heard some people say, "Oh, the rule is the exception," but the thing is, if that rule is true, then the rule isn't true. Right? It's just a self-contradicting statement. People argue against, or for subjective morality, subjective truth. It's just.
Yeah, no, it's pretty simple. So if truth is subjective, as all Christians should believe, because otherwise somebody's truth could be that God is not real, and then we would just have to say, okay, fine, that's your truth. So obviously truth is objective. So when someone says speak your truth, don't listen to them. They're a fool.
Yeah.
And if they're joking, then they're funny. But that's about it. Don't listen to somebody that tells you
it's
that.
A silly statement.
Don't speak your truth, speak the truth. The fact that they have to clarify your truth actually distinguishes it and then separates it from being the truth. Saying your truth literally implies that there is another truth, which means that either your truth is wrong or their truth is wrong. It's a foolish statement.
Yeah,
it's a foolish statement.
Silly. Another silly statement. I'll jump right into mine. I chose trust your heart or follow your heart. It's a lot of it's kind of the statement you'll hear in a Disney movie, or Disney is a very demonic. Obviously it's a cartoon for kids, but there's a lot of very demonic influence behind that.
A lot of worldly crap.
For sure. So. But the faultiness of following your heart is that your heart is, when you're not a Christian, desperately evil. As Jeremiah 17:9 says, It says the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? So if you're, following your own truth, following your own heart, you're just deceiving yourself. You're not deceiving anyone else. You're not deceiving God.
And even when you are a Christian, yes, you have Christ in your heart and you now seek the Lord, but you still see your sinful nature, the sinful nature of your heart, come out at times. So from a heart of stone to a heart of flesh, I don't know if I'd say, I guess, the sinful nature of your heart, but the sinful nature of your soul, to desire evil.
Ezekiel 36:26 says, I will give you a new heart and a new spirit I will put within you. So obviously that's referring to, the spiritual new creation you are, that you have the Holy Spirit with you. But obviously, as the Bible also says, not my will, but your will be done. And obviously it talks about denying the flesh, and obviously was it Bill Gates that once said, follow your heart but check it with your mind. Christians should say, follow your heart but check it with God's word and what God says. Especially only if you are a Christian. If you're not, then your heart is, as the Bible says, that's really wicked, and there's so many verses. It's like
the Holy Spirit living inside of you. You should, I guess, in a sense, follow your heart as a Christian. To say, okay, I believe the Holy Spirit is guide. If you mean that you're listening to what the Holy Spirit convicts you on or guides you to,
using
because the Holy
discernment,
Spirit obviously does do that. Using your discernment, right, in your heart. At the same time, like you said, though, don't check it with your mind. These fleshly, sinful things.
Because God's word is infallible, inerrant, and authoritative.
Exactly. Check it with the Bible. Check it with Scripture. That's the best. And prayer. And also pray about it. Praying is super important. That was good.
Pretty brief address. That was a little shorter segment. But we have to make up for the time.
We do have to make up. We kind of rambled a little bit. That's fine.
But
that's fine.
That's cool. Now we're on to our last one. This one
Would you rather? This will be fun.
A little more fun, less
excited.
educational.
I'm excited for this one.
And like these other segments, we have no idea what each other chose. So we may have some funny ones. We may have some interesting ones. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
Either way, it's up to you.
I'll go ahead and start.
Okay.
You started the last two segments, so I'll start with this one.
All right.
This is an old would you rather we actually had before. I don't know
we
how.
talked about it?
Yeah, we actually talked about it before. We didn't go crazy into it.
It's like at the gym or something?
It was in the car. It was a little disagreement, so that's why I wanted to bring it to the podcast.
Let's see what we got.
I don't know how it came up, but the would you rather is, would you rather never feel emotions or would you never be able to express
That was not
emotions?
even long ago.
That wasn't that long ago, but I figured I'd bring it to the podcast. We can see what
In this one, you can actually tie, I guess, biblical backup, possibly.
Okay. You go ahead.
So I guess I'll answer it first.
Answer would you rather,
So never feel emotion.
Never feel emotion or never be able to express it,
So I low-key feel like my opinion might have changed a little bit.
Really?
So I know at first my answer was never be able to show emotion.
Express it,
Never express it because I wanted to feel emotion. I don't know though. I still want. Actually, no. I'm still gonna go with that.
Okay, you're still gonna go with never express.
Gonna go with never express.
Okay.
Reason being, if you can't feel emotion, then you can't feel love, and you can't love God.
Well, the thing is, if we're talking, it depends how deep we're asking. Can you never express it? Can you express that to God? I know God knows everything.
But God knows your heart.
Yeah, but the thing is, what if obviously this is a dumb thing to think. What if that surpassed, God's ability? Let's say, I'm not saying it like that.
What are we doing?
Well, this is a hypothetical, anyways. This is
stupid hypothetical. You're adding on.
Express it to God. You can't really express your emotions to God. I guess God knows.
Yeah, but you can't. Of course you can't. Okay, so in this.
I'm saying in this
but
hypothetical.
God would still know that you love Him.
Okay, that's fair enough. But even if you did, you still would choose.
Even if He didn't know that I loved Him.
Yeah. Which is impossible.
Yes.
Which is not
yes, because then I would still love Him and I would still be following His command.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, I would disagree. I would say never feel emotion because I feel like if you're never able,
someone doesn't love God.
No, because well,
I'm kidding.
If you're never, I mean, of course, yeah. When it comes down to it, you can say your relationship with God doesn't have to do with expressing it because God can, know your heart and stuff. But I feel like between other people, never being able to express your emotion by having it would be miserable. Like even saying I love you, you wouldn't be able to say that because that's expressing your emotion, obviously.
Yeah.
You can't really do like acts of love per se. You could love someone like in secret, like you could love the homeless person, but you expressing your love is giving them food. So you can never do that. You can never do charity. You would have the desire, but you'd never be able to act on it. That's the problem with that. That's why I
So
don't
you're saying
like
you can't do anything good?
to express your love. That's the problem.
Okay, do you need
So you couldn't even express your love for God.
So doing kind charity is expressing your love?
Yeah.
No matter what? Like you can't do kind charity without expressing your love.
I mean, it's kind of like I don't know who asked this question, but like express your love. You express your love through actions. So if you're never able to express it, even to that degree, I think you'd just be a miserable person. Don't get me wrong.
But what if you're doing it just to follow God's commandments?
Yeah, that's a fair, valid point. That's honestly like the best argument for that side.
But you wouldn't even love God's
You wouldn't be able
word.
to act. What?
You wouldn't even be able to love God's word.
Well, you wouldn't be able
You
to.
could.
No.
Yeah, no, you could.
Without emotions, you're saying?
Without.
Well, you wouldn't be able to love it, but you would be able to, It's kind of weird. You can't really live without emotions. You're like AI. That's the thing. It's either become AI
Ooh, I don't
or
know. I don't know. I just
never feel emotions. You you won't be as smart as AI, but you would be like,
so I was thinking about people with Asperger's syndrome, which is a form of autism that they can't
Well, you
feel or
have-
express emotions. No, I don't have that. But then I was like, okay, is that like no matter what, or is that just generally like? Can they not feel
it really
any
depends.
emotion?
The thing is,
I think so.
you could
Is
still.
that true?
I don't know. I don't know much about that.
I don't know.
Kevin,
That's a good question. I think I'm gonna stick with my answer.
I don't really know much about cats. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think it would be better to never feel emotion. I feel like you could do some crazy stuff. You could be like,
I'm sure you could.
yeah, I don't know.
murder a subway bus and you probably couldn't feel it.
I guess, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I think I'm
it's kinda hard to
my
answer.
I don't. It's not that I don't see what you're saying at all.
I think
I get what
never
you're
feel
saying.
emotion has more cons, but it has more pros. Like it's a more loaded or more
I
harder.
just disagree with that. I think never being able to express your emotion might be a more difficult life, but I think it'll be.
I think so.
I do think in the end it would be a more righteous life.
Okay.
So.
Fair
Yeah,
enough. I tend to
fair
agree with
enough.
that. No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Okay.
But-
so pick the easy way out. No,
Take the easy way out.
That's fine.
Well, I feel like you'd be such a miserable person.
All right. Yeah, that's fine.
But obviously, it's a hypothetical. Neither that would happen. Obviously, that's not a real scenario.
Yeah.
We can do a real scenario. I don't know what you have next. You can go ahead and ask yours.
This one. All right, here we go. So
Go ahead.
my first
Go
question
for the real
is: would you rather be morbidly obese or not be a Calvinist?
one. Morbidly obese or not be a Calvinist?
That's tough. But he's an Armenian, by the way. Raising her.
No, I'm not Armenian.
Anti-Calvinist.
Anti-Calvinist.
Yeah.
I don't follow. I'm interdenominational, you could say, or non-denominational.
Interdenominational.
Yeah,
Give
you
me a
take
break.
whatever.
Give me a break.
Take what's true from each denomination. Yeah.
Okay, I guess. But it's like I could say, but like me clearing Presbyterian doesn't mean that.
I know it's something wrong with being
But
a
no,
denomination.
I'm saying that doesn't mean that I wouldn't take like.
I know.
That's
It
just
doesn't mean you.
stupid.
Yeah, I know what you mean by that. I know, bro. I got you, bro.
All right, bro. All right.
So let's go jump right to that question. Would I rather be morbidly obese or not a Calvinist? Obviously, not a Calvinist.
That's a tough one for me.
That's a tough one for him. This is kind of more a question for you.
Yeah, that's tough. I think I might rather be not a Calvinist, low key.
That's the first time I've heard him say this.
Oh, because I never asked the question. I might rather be not a Calvinist.
They're morbidly obese. Because, I mean, if you're morbidly obese, you're living in sin. That's one thing. Because,
Well, I guess both. Then both.
because that's gluttony. That's gluttony. Both is
Okay, I don't necessarily think so. Well, possibly. It depends. It just depends.
So you choose
I might rather be
not a Calvinist.
because obviously I do believe that you can like. That's tough though, dude. That's tough.
Can you lose the weight?
Because, that's a good question. So like, I get bumped to 5 because morbidly obese. I get bumped to 500 pounds.
That's
I can lose
that's morbid. That's
it.
morbid.
If I can,
500's a morbid.
if I can lose it, I'm going morbidly obese.
Really?
Yes. And
Well,
I
it'd
will
be-
lose that
It'd
weight.
be so hard to lose it though, and you'd have health problems losing it. A lot of health problems.
Well, no, because I think the health problems usually come from like what you eat. So you would
Like it's
snack.
instant. You're not really in that.
You wouldn't be.
You wouldn't have the appetite. You have the appetite you have now. You're saying.
No, I think it might come with the appetite. I think
Come with the appetite, then that's gonna be
I
rough.
think because it's a struggle.
That's gonna be rough. I would never. I mean, even if you said Calvinist or morbid obese, I would do the same thing you. I would compromise. But yeah, I mean, well.
Wow. I think I'm gonna go morbidly obese if I can lose.
Really?
If I can lose the weight,
Okay,
I'm
so
going
you just
morbidly
changed your
obese.
mind. Okay.
If I'm going morbidly obese, I'm going.
That's how Calvinist.
If I can't lose the weight, I'm going non-Calvinist.
Fair enough.
Good question.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do like a similar kind of question he asked, but a little better. Would you rather be married, have a child on the way, and be not that good looking with an IQ of 100, or be single, good looking, and IQ of 200?
Oh, definitely the first one.
Definitely first. So you'd be married, child on the way, not good looking, and IQ of 100, versus being single,
Yeah.
good looking, and IQ of 100, 200.
Yes. Yeah, IQ is never just based off of pattern recognition. Not that it doesn't matter.
No, obviously that
It's
was
just that. It's no. I know.
It's
I
supposed
know.
to be. It's supposed to be.
I know. That's good. It's a good question. But no, I definitely picked the
Yeah.
first one. for sure.
Well.
You wouldn't, because you're almost
Well,
anti-marriage.
permanently single. Then I wouldn't choose it. But obviously that was a joke. All right, I'll just go into my actual question.
I'm also married, so I don't think even if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No, I wouldn't pick that one.
Yeah, I know. Obviously that was a joke. But my real one. I'll do my real one right now.
Okay, sure.
It's this one's gonna be kind of funny. Be a Jew or be a Muslim?
Like religious.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Obviously, like this is hypothetical. Obviously,
I think
Christ is king.
off the bat, a Muslim, dude. So Muslims, it's tough. So, oh man, that's really tough. Okay, wait. Okay, am I still like a white guy living in North Carolina, or am I all of a sudden in Palestine?
Let's say you become one. You become one. You're not a white guy. You become like an actual Palestinian.
Like Arabic?
Yeah, Arabic. You become Arabic with it.
Dang, so like my entire culture. Like,
Yeah.
So that's a different
Your
life
whole life
completely.
changes. Yeah, your whole life changes.
Well, I'd rather.
We need Jackson to answer
Wow.
this question.
That's tough, dude. I think I'm gonna have to go with Muslim. Reason being,
You want the virgins in heaven?
no,
Oh, what the heck?
No.
Heck no.
no, definitely not. Reason being,
It's a tough choice. It is tough.
there are a couple things that I do like about the Islam culture. Okay.
Andrew Tate.
Yeah. No. Okay. I know. One of those being I know there are some evil to this as well, like some extremes, but
Yeah.
the modesty of women, I do think
Yeah,
that is a
yeah.
pro. That is a pro.
That is a pro. I agree.
Another pro is their food. I've heard their
Their
food's
food,
really good.
really?
Yeah.
I don't know what they eat though. They don't eat pork though, so you're not eating pork.
That's okay. I
No
do-
pepperoni pizza. No pepperoni
Is that halal?
pizza. Haram, you mean?
No, halal is okay.
Halal.
Halal.
That is a tough choice.
One more thing I would want to mention is they actually somewhat like respect Jesus. It's like, yeah, okay.
They acknowledge him as a prophet.
They acknowledge him at least as a prophet, and at least they don't think that Jesus is burning an excrement.
Yeah.
So that's a bonus. That's a
bonus. Yeah.
If
If I could become a Jew like 2,000 years ago,
I think I'd rather die both than become both. But
Than
if
be
I
either,
if you
yeah.
had to pick one,
I tend to agree.
either way you're rotting in hell.
What would you rather die as an atheist versus that? Die as an atheist versus become a Jew or a Muslim? Either way, you're going to hell.
I'd say probably, yeah.
Atheist is rough. But, I mean,
I think I'd rather die an atheist. I just end up
You gotta live
The
how
thing
you
that
want.
sucks is
I mean-
like if you want to try to be smart, like you're gonna lose every debate.
yeah.
The issue is
Oh,
like
yeah,
you can't
sure.
win a debate. And that sucks. So losing every debate you ever have.
I think you could become.
Depends on who you debate.
Which one's more likely to become a Christian? Like, let's say
No,
you could
wait,
change.
that's part of it?
Let's say you could change.
You
No,
could
no, I'm
change?
adding that as a part of it. That wasn't originally.
Okay, Muslim,
saying-
definitely.
You think Muslims are more likely?
Definitely. Definitely.
I was thinking that too, but thing is,
Definitely.
Jews,
Jews hate Christ. They hate Christ.
a dedicated one, yeah, hates
Muslims
Christ,
don't.
Yeah.
Not dedicated. Like if you follow the
Yeah, for sure. The
Talmudic, I guess Jews you call them.
I don't know.
They hate us. No, Messianic Jews are Jews who believe that Christ is the Messiah.
Really?
But they really just shouldn't. Yeah,
that's true.
It is true.
Okay, I believe you.
I
believe you.
They really just shouldn't call them like adhere to being a Jew though. They should say I'm a Christian.
I mean,
Christ follower.
I think.
So I think they do.
Muslims have the potential to be worse. I think they have because some Jews hold to the Jewish law that got like the original Moses 10 Commandments, and they're good. They're more moral people, but they do deny Christ more than Muslims do, and for that reason, I'm out. For that reason, I'm out. I think they're more moral people though. Or not
Jews?
that they are like good moral people.
Jews?
Yeah, I think because Muslims have multiple wives. They have they can do a lot of weird stuff. The Muslim religion allows for much more wickedness.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
I think so.
You don't know much about the crazy stuff that the Jews be doing. You need to watch more.
I know, but they're laws. They're laws.
You need to watch more conspiracy Instagram reels.
Okay. Fair enough. I think it has the potential to be worse as a Muslim, but like I said, they deny Christ less. Right? They still deny Christ, but I for that reason I'm out. Like I said. But
Cool.
I
guess I got.
You got one more?
No, I got two more.
You got two more. Okay, go ahead. Do this two more. I'll finish off with one.
Okay, cool. So
good one to finish.
my next one's actually a good one.
Okay.
This one's fun.
Let's hear it.
Okay. And would you rather every time you get into your car, and this is by the way assuming that you have leather seats and like a leather interior. If you don't have a leather interior, then assume that you do. Okay. So would you rather every time you get into your car, freezing cold seat or freezing cold steering wheel?
Seat.
Really?
Leather seats? You said
leather, dude.
leather
Leather's
seats.
freezing. Leather gets cold.
But it feels nice. Leather seats feel nice. Versus like, if you have a cold, like
It's better than like hot. Like if it was hot, I'd rather fabric. If it's cold, I'd rather fabric. Actually.
steering wheel sucks, bro. Because first of all, who uses gloves in a car? I feel like you have to be a bot to use some gloves. But even if you use gloves, I feel like your hands are still be cold. And if you use gloves, you're gonna slip. Unless you get finger gloves or something goofy like that.
I guess.
I think cold seat is better because you could always
I think I might do the same thing actually.
cold seat.
Yeah, reason being, I have horrible circulation in my hands. Like
That's what I'm
like,
saying. Well,
I'm
that's
saying
for hands. Honestly, hands don't have.
No, I'm saying I have worse. So if
Yeah,
you know,
worse
I
than
hold hands
normal,
like this, like I think you call it like waffle hands.
Yeah.
But I think this is like called pancake and this is called waffle. I don't know. I'm just told about this by the way. I don't. But I lose circulation in my fingers when you hold hands like that. Like it's really bad.
Really?
My hands will be randomly just like freezing throughout the day.
Actually, must be squeezing it tight.
No. That's the thing. My hand is Mog's hands. Like, my hands are huge to compare to hers. I can get you a cup, bro. It's stupid. But I think I have because my hands I end up losing like.
Yeah,
blood.
I think that's
I'm gonna go cold seat.
Yeah. Because the seat don't touch your legs. If the seat went down to your calves and
But I wear pants every time.
Yeah, if you wear pants, yeah, that's the problem. You will have to wear pants, even if it's a hot day. You're gonna have to wear pants. I will. In a hot day, it would actually be nice to have a cool seat. I think. Oh, either way.
Okay, let's flip it.
Either way.
So
hot seat, hot.
Let's consider in the summer only.
Burning
hot seat or burning hot steering wheel.
So it's for both. It's cold in the winter, hot in the summer. One of them. It's like
It's two different questions. Just
okay.
the new question is just in the summer. Though.
Okay.
What would you think?
Burning hot steering wheel.
Burning hot steering wheel?
Yeah, I think so.
But you got clothes.
No, your body's gonna warm up so much. Not that it wouldn't.
Literally, it would hurt to touch
your seat is gonna stink. You're gonna be sweaty every time you enter your car.
Nah, windows down.
Well, I have a convertible, so for me it doesn't really matter if it's hot. If it was hot, I could just dump it down.
I didn't pick that up too much.
I have a convertible, so it probably would be better to have a hot seat.
Oh, nice! Wow, that's good flex.
Yeah.
Good, nice one, dude.
Nice, thanks.
That's beautiful.
I think
seat
would down. Actually.
Good answer. All right, what's your next one? The last one?
I wanted this one to be the last one because it's gonna be a little longer.
Well, I have one more as well.
No, let's hear yours first.
You want me to
Go
go
ahead,
first?
another one, yeah. Because the next one we kind of agreed to put on event together. Kind of.
Okay, would you rather forget all theological knowledge that you have, right? So you still know the gospel. You still know that.
Still be a
First,
Christian.
yeah,
Okay.
you'll still be a Christian.
Baby Christian.
But forget, yes, like, I mean, you know nothing but the meat, like the skin.
Okay.
The skin. Like, just,
So like
you just know the gospel. You haven't even read the entire Bible.
I got you. Yeah.
Just-
You're barely saved.
Right. That's barely saved. Yeah, okay, so forget all the theological knowledge you have, or have only the theological knowledge of of the smartest Somalian immigrant.
Somalian. Ooh. The first one's dangerous though. To be the first one, to be barely in the know of the salvation and theological.
But you still have the Bible in front of you.
You still can learn though. You still
a
can
lot
learn.
of
Yeah.
theological knowledge.
If you're
You're
genuinely
still around the same people, by the way.
Oh,
Like,
then that's an
in
easy choice. Then that's an easy choice because when you're saved, when you get the Holy Spirit, any Christian can testify. You get a desire for the Word. You get it's like your substance. It's like the milk when you're a baby. You go to it.
Okay.
Even when you first become a Christian, let's say, well, it depends. If I re-become a Christian and I get that very little knowledge,
My poor wife, dude.
what are you talking about?
How am I supposed to lead her if I lose all my theological
Oh
knowledge?
yeah, that's true. That for you it's a little harder to just lose everything. For me, I have no one depending on me.
Yeah,
I could be dumb as a rock.
That's true.
Then other than having the theological.
Maybe you actually,
lesson.
like, if you reset everything, maybe you become based once you learn.
Okay, maybe for you it'd be a good thing. You deconstruct all the theological ideas you have, and you actually learn real theology.
Sure.
I think I'd do the first choice. Not that the second one's.
Yeah, you want to join?
Nah, I was just gonna take a little. I think the first one. Let's go. I wanted to sip.
That's literally nothing. That's nothing at all.
I was like,
You're gonna ask for more later.
it's like 3 sips.
Alright. I think I'm gonna go with
First or second?
first. I'm gonna lose all my theological knowledge.
Wait, what was the second? It was have
Have the theological knowledge of the smartest Somalian immigrant.
Yeah, first.
For sure.
I guess, yeah. Well, I have to by default.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. This one's gonna take a little longer than the other ones. Maybe not as entertaining, more of like a debate. Would you rather let the train hit 3 people tied to the tracks, or switch the lever, hit 1 person?
Yeah. So everyone knows the trolley issue.
It's a trolley question. It's not really a would you
we
rather.
were actually yelling about this earlier, and I wanted to start a podcast, but we just kept debating about it. I think as a Christian, the answer is clear. I think you don't go out of your way. I know
It
you
is clear.
I know. You don't go out of your way to kill 1 person. So here I'm going to lay out my argument. And
Yeah,
you
go
lay out
ahead.
yours.
Yeah,
So
I'll let you do that.
you're behind. You're in an unbreakable glass box. You cannot do anything.
Yeah.
But
That's the
either
scenario.
watch them not flip the lever or flip the lever. There's nothing else you can do. In this case scenario, if you don't touch the lever, then you don't murder anybody. Whoever tied them down would murder those 3 people. It could go to 10 people, sure. You could tie down those 10 people.
You wouldn't do it for
You-
10.
No.
For any amount. The whole world.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, that. No. So 3 people, 10 people. You tie them down. I don't touch them. I'm not murdering anybody. It's a horrible circumstance. But and it's not, I wouldn't say it's a selfish thing. I think it's personally, I'm desiring to follow God. So I'm thinking, how can I honor God with my decision here? And I have to think quick. Either I murder 1 person by flipping the lever because I'm directly switching it and murdering that 1 person. Or I don't touch it and these people get killed, but I'm not murdering them. I think it's super easy as a Christian to say, don't touch the lever, don't play God, don't kill that 1 person, don't murder that 1 person. Pretty simple. Go ahead.
What about the what is it called? Dang, I should have searched this up before.
Nice.
Nice one. Where you let someone die in front of your eyes and you do nothing. There's something different, not different, but when you're different to someone. What is it?
Indifferent.
Indifferent. It's kind of in something. There's a word and then indifferent.
That's
like it's like a legal term where if you let someone like die in front of you, you're kind of a little bit
yeah.
responsible.
But if you just let somebody die in front of you and you're able to do something,
Yeah, I'm saying like not in a different scenario. Yeah. There's a little bit of like.
But it's different if doing that thing kills somebody.
Wait. Oh yeah. No. Well, like here's the thing. Here's what I'm saying. If you do something immoral or normally immoral to save people, 3 people, 5 people, the whole world,
Sure, whatever.
then it's justified. Because if we look at biblical examples, Rahab, she kind of lied. She hid the spies, so to do a good moral thing, and God, gave her, praise for that, for her faith that she had. And I would say it's the same. Obviously, murder or killing someone is way more of immoral act than just a lie. Both are immoral by itself, but I think there's certain scenarios.
I have a question that's along the same line.
Go ahead.
You could
shoot.
And I think this does tie into it very well. This is another question that we could get into at some point.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll get into it now. Who knows? You go back in time and you are
Kill Hitler yep.
Would you kill Hitler?
Would you kill Hitler or
Would
like
you
kid Hitler?
Baby Hitler.
Baby Hitler. Oh,
would
really?
Would you kill baby Hitler? That's my question.
Knowing that it's guaranteed that he would do what he did, for sure.
Of course.
For
You
sure.
would kill?
Yeah. If
I
we're
would
talking
not. I would
about
not kill Hitler.
if we're talking about here's one thing. Would you kill? Well, I guess this wouldn't be a question for you, but
They haven't committed the act.
well, they will. Well,
That doesn't matter. They haven't committed. He hasn't committed. He hasn't killed millions of people. This is a baby who hasn't killed millions of people.
in that scenario, I actually probably wouldn't. I think I'll actually revoke what I said.
Why not kill one person to save many?
Well, here's the thing. Here's why. No, here's what makes the difference. With that, let me think. With that scenario, like you said, he hasn't done anything yet.
Okay. No one's
And
died
he's
yet.
not at fault.
So you switch it.
I know, but here's the difference.
So there's a switch
They could.
at a baby Hitler. Right?
It's not a decision though. It's a train. It's not a
wait.
person deciding.
No. Stop. Hold on.
Right.
There's Hitler.
Right.
Then you're behind a glass box.
With the sniper.
With a switch.
Oh, with
The switch kills baby Hitler. Explodes his head. Explodes baby Hitler's head.
It's pretty graphic.
Or you can leave the switch and don't touch it, and baby Hitler will grow up and
Do what he does.
Do what he does. Do what he do.
Yeah, here's the thing. Hitler is a different story because Hitler will be personally responsible for all of his crimes. The train is not. The train is not going to be. The train is just going to kill 3 people.
Say the murderer is in the train.
Well, if the murderer is a monkey, let's say a monkey is about to kill 3 people. Bah, 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 I shoot the monkey.
It's a monkey.
Yeah, it's a monkey. That's the point. If
a monkey is not human.
If
Monkeys don't hold the
no,
value.
here's the thing. Let's say there's someone in a house, sleeping, and if I shoot this monkey, the bullet's gonna go past the monkey, kill that person to save 3 people from dying from the monkey.
What?
Because I would shoot a monkey if it eventually kills a human, not obviously to kill the human, but it goes to kill him. Versus the monkey mauling 3 people, knowing that the monkey will maul those 3 people. That's kind of the trolley. Because it's a train, and you're killing someone, not directly, though.
You would shoot the monkey knowing that there's a person behind, an innocent person, who is going to get
versus
popped in the
3
head.
innocent people getting mauled by a monkey.
Yeah, but you're killing one versus the monkey killing 3 people.
Yeah, but I'm preventing.
So either you're killing someone or you're not killing someone. Oh my word! All right.
I wouldn't kill someone to stop their decision, like Hitler. If I wouldn't kill him to stop his decision, but I would kill a person if it meant saving lives.
That's exactly what you're doing when killing Hitler.
And not really, because it's his personal decision.
Same thing with whoever tied those people down. Same thing with the monkey's person.
See, that's a different story now. Someone's driving the train. then maybe
Well,
I won't. switch
trains
it.
don't need to be driven. They get turned on. They can be.
Okay.
It's
If
conducted.
someone's behind it, then yeah, I'll do what you say. If someone's behind all the trolley, like if there's an
There's
evil
like,
person,
but that was like
because they're
that was
responsible
an
for the
argument
3 deaths. They're responsible for the 3 deaths. If
obviously if they're tied down, someone tied them down.
not, okay, yeah. Then in that case, if the trolley is that, but like I said, the monkey.
So if
no
that's
one's controlling the
if
monkey.
that's the case, then you wouldn't touch the lever.
Because then I know they're responsible for the 3 deaths. Hitler would be responsible for every death. God is just. Obviously, God is going to judge. But if we're talking,
Silas, you hearing this?
if we're talking a monkey, no, look,
Holy switch up.
no. If we're talking, look, because I didn't know.
The argument earlier.
The trolley question is not if someone tied him down, because obviously if
That
someone
is obviously someone tied him down.
no,
How
because
else
that
would they
it
do
happened
that?
by naturally, it just randomly, like you're in a scenario. It's not, dude. If someone
Okay,
then I-
naturally, say there wasn't someone behind it, I still wouldn't.
if there wasn't someone behind it,
Of course.
you still wouldn't save them from dying.
If it was just random, yeah.
It's the same as the monkey. The same as the monkey trolley, where if a monkey's gonna kill someone, I would shoot the monkey because
I wouldn't shoot the monkey
It's-
because there's someone behind me who's gonna die. Do you think?
I
Okay,
know,
okay.
but-
Let me ask you this. Hostage situation. This guy walks out of the building, has a girl right here,
yeah.
holding her here, gun to the neck or the bottom of the head right here, walking out. Sniper back there
Okay.
has a clear shot. Boom.
It has
And then it's
both.
going boom.
Oh, it has both.
It would kill both.
Yeah.
But if you don't take that shot, he could go back inside, pop, and grab another one. Come back out, pop, grab
Well,
another
he
one.
could. There's a difference between he could or is he.
Say he would. Say
He
he would.
is. He is. Is he? I mean, not would. Would isn't a
So
guarantee. He is gonna.
Okay, sure, he is. Instead of saying he would,
Yeah, because would can mean I would do that.
what is an assertive word?
Would is an assertive word. I know, but would is. I guess would is hypothetical. I would.
This
do-
is a hypothetical situation.
Yeah, so I guess it's fair to say that. Yeah. Okay. He would.
All right, bro.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
gracious, bro.
bro, what? All right, continue. It's either shoot him
That's it.
now or he gets more hostages and kill them.
You don't shoot him now. You don't kill the innocent person. He's killing the innocent person. You wait until, and now I know there's tragedy that's going to happen because you have to wait, but you wait until you get a clear shot of him and you don't shoot the innocent person. If he does, the blood isn't on your hands.
Yeah. Well, that like I said, that's different if someone's behind it. It's different because he's gonna get judged for his immoral acts.
I'm cooking. On a
No,
frying
you're
pan.
not. No, you're not. Because look, like I said, let's go back to the monkey one. Would you not kill the monkey?
I would not.
See that's because the monkey. Look, hear me out, guys.
Nothing
The
wrong.
monkey is not going to be, morally responsible from his actions as a human would be, because the monkey is not mentally capable to think like a human, and they're not subject to God like that, as in the same.
I'm not scared about. I'm not worried about killing the monkey. I'm worried about the person that's behind the monkey that I'm killing. I'm fine with killing the monkey.
So war is completely wrong. Casualties in war is completely wrong. Even if you're trying to destroy.
Not no matter what, but that's not.
Oh,
war.
see, no matter what. See, the thing is,
I said not no matter what,
yeah,
and that's not war.
war has casualties.
That's not war.
War has casualties.
That's not
If you
war.
bomb a country that's about to send nukes to every other country, and there's innocent civilians, would you do it?
That's not war. I'm saying that's war. Yes, I would do
I know.
that.
Oh, so you would bomb.
This case scenario.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
This case. This case scenario. That's not war.
What are you talking about? Man, this has turned to a debate rather than a would you rather.
I know. Let's just finish up. Final statement. You want a final statement for yourself?
Well, I kind of want you to. You said you would. If one.
Because
Nation
the
is
other
going on.
case scenarios are not war.
I know, but it's the same
No.
thinking.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, everything's gonna. If you have to kill someone, like you said, casualty for killing the hostage, killing the hostage.
He has a whisk.
He has a list. He's cooking.
No, he's not.
But no, if you have a hostage scenario, you kill the innocent person's a casualty. It's like war. It's kind of like war because
Then why wouldn't you flip the switch if there was an evil behind it?
evil because he's gonna be personally responsible for it.
So what? Casualties in war, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if it's only 3 people, then it's only it's
Oh, so then it's not war?
there. You can argue both sides for different scenarios. No, it's obviously that's a small part of war. Yeah, but is it a war? Is it a war worth waging? Is it a war worth waging? No, listen. That's my thought process. Is it a war worth waging? Everything's like that. That would be considered a small war.
No.
Yeah, because you have a casualty, but you're stopping evil country. You're stopping an evil person. I see it as that. Obviously, you use your discretion as a Christian.
So
to decide either way.
why wouldn't you flip the lever if it was anyone behind it?
Well, if it was like 100 versus 1 person, of course I would. But the point being, it's not a war worth waging, and it's not like I'm doing something really good, doing something bad for something really good.
Use it for whichever.
The end. Look, I'm not utilitarianism. Utilitarianism to the fullest extent. The end doesn't always.
Utilitarianistic?
Yeah, sure.
Utilitarianist?
The end doesn't justify the means always.
Bro, he's got an apron on.
He's whisking and
A
has a
whisk and a
spatula.
spatula, bro.
Alright, I think let's wrap it up from here. I think it depends. As a Christian, we have to use our own discretion.
You literally
Either or.
are utilitarianistic.
Not to the full extent. Like I said, at some point, I wouldn't. It's not worth casualties.
All right, bro. All right.
I think we just got to use our discretion.
Good game.
Good game.
Wrapped it up. All
All
right.
right.
Let us know what you think. I personally think I sauced the mess out of this.
I
kid.
personally think you are.
Just remember what we talked about earlier, Isaac, with apologizing. Okay.
No, I was actually gonna bring that up
because
because you said that it was easy, but you're pretty hypocritical.
no, yeah. All right.
Let's wrap it up, guys.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Appreciate it. We'll catch you guys probably next Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Stay tuned for more cooking sessions.
No, bro, that is not